Hey guys, this is the Houston Outlaws for the post-game press conference after beating the Spitfire 4-0. So let's hear your questions.
All right, the first one is, you guys seem very comfortable in this meta as it's pretty similar to Stage 1. How do you think the rest of the league will handle it?
I think this meta is like really diverse. So like it's not like as pure as Stage 1, but like it's like obviously we are a lot better with like slower comps rather than dive comp. So I don't know, it's more fair, right? Yeah. Like teams that are good at dive can still execute dive in a lot of situations. And then there's a lot of counterplay as well. So it's like, it's not like just like everybody has to play the same setup and whoever does it better wins. It's like you can actually like outthink or out-strategize, and you know, so we have those options, right? You know, instead of having none.
I mean, whatever the meta involves Widowmaker, we're doing pretty good in general.
And Jerry gets to pop heads.
Yeah. All right, the next one is, can anyone on the team play an instrument? And if so, what is it?
Hell yeah. I can play the saxophone and the drum set. More the drum set. I have a drum set at my apartment that I play all the time.
I don't play anything.
I think Jake plays like the trumpet or something from high school.
Fact plays things.
Yeah, Fact.
Fact,
what do you play?
I can play the violin and the viola.
Hell yeah.
And
Damn.
a bit of the piano, and I sing a little bit too.
Hell yeah. So we just need like a guitar player and we can have a band.
Apparently I play the triangle.
Yes, we play the triangle.
All right, the next one is, how does it feel to get to play the heroes you are most comfortable with, for anyone?
Feels good.
I'm a Mercy main. I just play Mercy. I don't know, like, it definitely sucks when like you have to play the hero, and you know that you're just not going to be as good as the enemy player on that role. You know, it's like Jake had to struggle with that for 2 stages, and it's just like, you know, it's just so much better when you're confident on the hero you're playing. You can just go for things that you normally can't, and it makes it so much easier for everybody else too.
I think you should always have the mentality of willing to flex and learn new heroes when you have to. That's how you have to. I mean,
but you just like, it feels good to have the confidence that you can win a 1v1. You know, like if you can win a 1v1.
You need that. You obviously need that.
Yeah, then that's how you win Overwatch League, obviously.
All right, the next one is, Spree, how does it feel to get to be back up on stage after not seeing as much time in Stage 3?
It feels good. It feels really good. I'm super excited for the Zarya meta. I mean, not really Zarya meta, but for Zarya to come more in play.
All right, the next one is, with Bridget, Zenyatta, and Zarya in the meta, why not play Ana? She seems like she'd be really potent against a comp like that.
Honestly, it comes down to the Widow duels. You just need a Mercy in the Widow duel, because if you're playing Ana instead of Mercy, then you just, like, if your Widow gets picked, then that's it, versus they have one chance to res.
The res is just too good.
Yeah, and then if you try and replace Zen is just like, Zen is a DPS, so you can't replace
the damage boost is really, like, oppressive.
Yeah.
Like, getting those one-shots.
You just,
There's just so much about Mercy that's better. Like, you need that main heal. You need a, like, hard bucket heal.
There are options to play Ana for sure that, like, teams are probably going to explore throughout the stage, but I think overall you still just have to play Mercy for res, you have to play Zen for its damage and the trance, and then you have to play Brig to counter dive.
Okay, the last one for you guys, is it Laurel or Yanny?
What?
Well, it's literally both, because they're just different frequencies. But my headphones are slightly more bass heavy, so I hear Laurel. But you can, like, if you actually focus, you can hear Yanny. It's pretty obvious.
Spree, do you have no idea what we're talking about?
I don't know what's happening.
I hear Yanny on like everything I use, but I think that's just
because you don't have good bass on your speaker. Yeah, because depending on your age, your hearing like becomes worse at hearing higher frequencies. So like you hear Laurel more clearly the older you get, because Laurel is bass.
All right, the first question for you guys is T-Mobile really America's best unlimited network?
Yes, absolutely. T-Mobile is not only America's best unlimited network, they're America's best network, period.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the new combination with Sprint.
All right, the next question is, what are the 2 best maps in the game, and why are they Horizon Lunar Colony and King's Row?
Probably because those are some of our best maps, right?
Mm-hmm.
They fit to our strengths. That's why they're the best maps in the game. I'd include Junkertown in that too.
Yeah, I'd say Junkertown's up in that.
Not Route 66. It's probably the worst map in the game.
I think Nepal is really good for us too.
Yeah. You know, whatever the maps that are good for us are the best maps, and the maps that are bad for us are just bad maps. You know, it's not our fault.
It's clearly
it's
if we win, it was a good map. If we lose, bad map. That's just always the reason. Simple.
All right, the next question is, how do you guys feel about the crowd screaming after every play you guys do?
Feels really good.
It feels
When,
good.
when you're in the
Sorry.
process of making a play and you hear the crowd get hype, for me, like, I just want to focus and make sure that, like, I want to keep playing perfectly. I want to, you know, like, when the crowd gets really excited, it honestly makes you more focused. Like, I don't even think about it. I just want to, like, I know that people are getting hype, and I want to, like, keep it going, you know? Want to get the win the fight, get every kill, you know?
I love it when the crowd supports us too, because I know that when it's super loud, it gets into the enemy team's head, right? They hate hearing it.
Yeah, they don't want to hear. If you're losing a team fight and you hear the crowd scream, that does not feel good.
It hurts.
So
it
we
takes you
want
out
it
of
to hurt
too.
them.
So the louder the better.
Hell yeah.
All right, the next one for you guys is also, is it Laurel or Yanny?
It's Laurel.
I mean, it says it's Laurel because my headphones have a certain amount of bass boost.
It's Laurel because my ears pick up certain frequencies, and more than others.
That's an old man.
Time makes fools of us all. Honestly.
Cool, Matt. Was it weird not starting off on stage for the first time in a very long time?
Yes, it was weird.
I can tell you from experience, when you're used to starting the first map, it's really weird to watch the first map. It's much more different than when you like sub in or out later in the series. That doesn't feel as weird, but just not being there for the first map, like when I was not playing Volskayo, or it was in Clock Linkster, it was definitely like weird. But it's not, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, I don't know. I'm sure Matt can speak to that, but it just feels different. You're like, oh crap, I'm not playing the first game.
Yeah, it's really just like, it's just different, right? It's just something I'm not used to, and it seems like it's all right because I get to like pace my energy.
Mhm.
I can come out with like full strength, guns blazing and screaming and stuff like that, and just like that way I can probably like channel my energy better for each individual map. But I'm used to the walkouts and stuff like that, so it's a little weird.
Do you have to, like, going into the stage knowing that you're not going to be playing, like, every map like you're used to? Do you kind of have to go into the stage with a different mindset?
I think that I get to play more of a supportive role from the dugout now that I haven't been able to before. I can kind of, if I see anything that's going wrong in terms of comms or strategy, I can like include my perspective in the conversation that like our coaches are having to fix it, right? And so I can try to provide moral support or like strategical support that I couldn't do before. So I kind of enjoy that aspect of it. It's pretty like fun to support your team that way still. All right, guys, that was the Houston Outlaws press conference. Thanks for watching as always. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check us out again in our next one.
Thanks, America's Best Unlimited Network.